I think that so much of who I am today is the byproduct of the great fortune of finding what I love and being good at it, which is not something that everybody finds. So just to address the last part, I never want to come on here and not be authentic. There's never been a day since I started my career, which was the day after school, college, at my dad's liquor store, but then 8 years earlier when I was a stock boy in that liquor store, there was never a day where I ever considered even remotely close to quitting. There are plenty of, I think somebody who truly finds what they're great at and what they love have terrible days at the micro level all the time. But there's never been any close momentum in my mind of, I don't want to be an entrepreneur anymore. I don't want to do this. There's some things I want to do. So look, I was born in the Soviet Union. I came to the States when I was 3. We were very poor, 8 family members in a studio apartment, poor, not buying anything but food, clothes, and and shelter, and none of the 3 of them were fancy. I grew up very, very humbly. Was a very entrepreneurial kid, lemonade stands, baseball cards. Eventually got into my dad's liquor store. My dad, worked every minute of my childhood until he was able to save up and buy a liquor store in New Jersey. I learned a lot in the sports card business of collecting, and once I understood at 16 that people collected wine, I was able to connect 2 passions of mine, which was 1, how do I give back to my incredible parents who really did a lot for me, and 2, this real love of flipping, right? Like buying, seeing things go up. I understand that mentality. Launched one of the first e-commerce wine businesses in America in 1996, long before most people did. Was a pioneer in email and Google search and YouTube and .com marketing. And then when my wine show started on YouTube, was the first time people started to ever hear of me, really outside the wine and spirits business world. And then Twitter, I became one of the fast movers on that and became one of the most followed people on that platform, and that was a big play for me. And then I started a marketing agency with my brother in 2009 called VaynerMedia, and that's when the whole Vayner thing started. Lots of companies, lots of entrepreneurial ventures over the last decade. Every single day, today, 7 to 10 pretty substantial headaches. I manage 1,000 people, London, New York, LA, this fall, Singapore. So it's a global company. I have multiple companies under the VaynerX umbrella. So VaynerMedia, 1:37 p.m., Pure Wow, which are publishing companies, Vayner Speakers, speaking bureau, Tracer, an ad platform, tech platform. So, for anybody who's listening, people get close to quitting when people overextend themselves financially and get into trouble, when somebody they love very dearly gets sick, or when they're just genuinely not doing something they enjoy and they're doing it for the money. The reason so many people burn out is because they're doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for the money.
My question is, you've posted and talked several times about the chase, the pursuit, how you love being on the hunt, being on the game.
Yep.
And specifically when it relates to vacation, I've got a several-day vacation coming up. You've said that you look forward to getting there, but then when you get there, it's kind of like, it doesn't really deliver on what you hoped it would be. You don't enjoy it as much. My question to you, you talk a lot about the work ethic. I know you're very intentional with everything you do. So with the vacation, what are you looking to get out of that? What are you looking to do? What's your game plan as you go into vacation?
I think that I think you're taking out in context to like some comment I probably made in the last couple of weeks, which is like, I struggle with the relaxing part of it, but my net.
Yeah, specifically,
go ahead.
You were talking on Medium, and my wife had found this because I think she believes it to be true of me as well. She said, look at this post from Gary Vaynerchuk on Medium. He's talking about when he goes to AJ's to watch a NFL draft party. He doesn't enjoy the being there as much as he does the looking forward to that. And I feel like that's how you feel about vacation.
I'm sorry.
Really interesting.
Oh, so let's play that out. You're talking about anticipation, which is basically all I've got. I think the reason I'm winning is because I love the journey and the anticipation more than the destination. Like, by the way, I've already made a video that says buying the New York Jets is the worst day of my life. Because that's the ultimate destination game I'm playing, right?
Yep.
Like,
yep.
I know what you're referring to. Yeah, when I land at vacation, I get sad because it was the week leading up to vacation because I love the time with my family and I love having that break. Like, I'm already looking forward to, right now, I'm already looking forward to the last 2 weeks of August, those 2 weeks in December when I especially like vacation when the whole world is shut down because then I don't feel like anybody's getting ahead of me, you know? So I like that. So yeah, I love anticipation. I love the thrill of the hunt. Even back to being in 5th grade, I tried to get girls to like me, but then I was still scared of them because I was too young. Like, I didn't know what to do at that point, but it was the chase that was fun, not the actual hooking up or having a girlfriend. Like, this has been tried and true for me my entire life. You know, for example, I'm excited about Vayner Sports right now so much because everybody's underestimating our agency. I'm not gonna like it as much in 4 years when Vayner Sports is one of the top sports agencies. Wine Library, those days when I was I'm a cobra in the weeds. It's why I like negative comments on my social platforms. I like when people.
You want to be able to prove somebody wrong. And
correct.
You can't do the next thing.
Yes, I love sticking it to your fucking mouth, and I like waiting for things. I don't like instant gratification.
Yep. So for me personally, looking forward to this vacation here, when you are talking about taking time off intentionally as part of a rhythm,
yes.
What do you do to get the most value out of that time away? I know I saw you lock the phone in the safe.
Yes.
And we don't see anything else that happens, obviously, and that's the point. But what does that look like?
It's just focusing on, I'm very good at, one of the things that I get a lot of compliments for lately that I never realized is I'm in it when I'm in it. People always talk about like, whoa, it's so weird on Garyvee when you meet somebody, you look them dead in the eye and you care and this and that. And I've noticed that is something that I needed the outside world to tell me. So when I go into the vacation, I know why I'm there and I want to be there and I lock into either relaxing or focusing on family time, the end.
Yeah, thank you, Gary. I won't take any more of your time.
No worries.
I unfollowed everyone on Facebook except for you.
That was a very good strategy. Even my wife, you're amazing, man. That's very kind, thank you. I'm grateful that what I'm good at and what I love creates financial upside, but Jesus, I'd be super pumped making $63,000 a year buying stuff at garage sales and flipping them on eBay. That's probably the closest I ever get to thinking about giving it all up. I sometimes do think, what would it be like to be a full-time garage sailor? Other than that, I'm really not joking. You know, it's funny, the other day I was thinking about it, I was like, I may actually, it's funny that that's where my brain went. I said, I might actually do that one day. That would freak everybody out. And then I'm like, wow, I'm probably at a place now that if I did that, then inevitably there'd be the Netflix show. It would just I would start over and it would take me and I think about that stuff. I'm like, I'd probably be bigger than ever because I'd be a motivation to millions. He gave it all up to do what he loved most, going through people's trash in their backyard on a Saturday. I think happiness needs to become more of the ROI. And I think if you're a true bred entrepreneur, not the current version, because there's so many people right now that want to be an entrepreneur because it's cool. But if you're a true bred entrepreneur, you almost have no other option. You can't, to me, getting a job feels exactly like you telling me right now to go to outer space and jump off the moon. It's completely not in the cards. And so what else are you gonna do?